waiting for this one, and now the day has finally arrived for a contest not to be missed. Two top teams full of goal-scoring dynamite are ready to explode. It's time to light the fuse. Stay tuned for it all, right here on EA TV. A warm welcome from the Amex Stadium in Brighton on England's south coast. I'm Guy Mowbray, your commentator, with the professionals' view provided by Stuart Robson. And we've got live Premier League action for you today. It's Brighton and Hove Albion, and they play Crystal Palace.
Well, it was a good start to the season for Palace. Yes, there were a few tired legs towards the end of the game, but in the main, they looked a well-drilled outfit. More of the same today, I expect.
Here's how Brighton and Hove Albion line up.
Well, on paper, they look a very balanced team. But the three advanced midfielders must at times make runs beyond the centre forward. Otherwise, they might just lack a bit of penetration.
This is the Crystal Palace lineup.
Well, the shape is the same, but they may play it in a slightly different way. And key to this game will be the fullbacks. Do they tuck in alongside their centre-halves or look to support their wingers? I hope it's the latter.
The ball's rolling and we're underway. Nicholas Jackson. Time to get creative from here. Jeremy Pino. Oh, a good chance was building there.
Well, I have to say, that was a good piece of defending there.
Tino Livramento. Well, with the record they've built against this team, the manager certainly looks calm and confident.
Yeah, they'll be looking to add to their impressive record in these games, that's for sure.
Olivier Boscagli. Arnau Martinez. Van Hecker. He's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Well, he's quick, direct, and at times unstoppable. When in full flow, he's a joy to watch, unless, of course, you're up against him.
Now, here's an invitation. Still not dealt with, but it's in at the second time of asking. Where was his defence? That is inexcusable.
No doubt he'll feel hard done by there, because that first save was brilliant, very unlucky.
And the game restarts with the score 1-0. changed, read his mind there. Oh, that's been won really smartly. Pushing forward with options available now. But that's where any chance of anything developing disappears. They could get caught out on the break here. Now for the finish. And there it is. He's doubled up for the day.
Well, let's have another look, because this is a goal they have thoroughly deserved. They've played really well so far.
Two-nil then, as we get started again. Van Hecke. Arnau Martinez. A really good interception to take the ball. Garnacho. Spence. Oh, brilliant anticipation. Jan-Paul Van Hecke. Great instinct there to cut it out. First half almost over, and what a position they've got themselves into here.
Well, they've dominated this first half. Their approach play, their cleverness around the box and the finishing have been excellent. They just need to continue this going into the second period.
It's a confident push forward. Boscagli. Luther. And that brings to an end the first half here at the Amex. Well, there we are, something to really underline just how well he's playing.
Well, the keeper will be sick at the sight of him. He's been shooting from everywhere and he's taken his goals really well.
The action restarts, the second half's underway. Lacroix. And on to Garnacho. And the attack is over. Really good defending.
Just read the situation so well, didn't they?
Luther. Martinez. Jorginho Rutter. Arnau Martinez. Rutter. Well, the fans are loving this. A manager that's inspired the team to the brink of victory in the derby.
Yeah, and they've done everything right here. The tactics have been absolutely excellent.
Keeping the ball really nicely here. But that's offside, the timing a little bit out.
Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
Now a substitution for Brighton. Jorginho Ruta. Switched on and ready to intercept there.
Good positioning to win the ball back there.
Livramento. Yeremy Pino. Well, the transfer everybody's been talking about has now been confirmed, so the will they or won't they discussions can now end.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move and he can continue to develop his career.
An hour played, 30 to go now. Well, this is better, but they need to make the pressure count now. Well, under no real pressure, but unable to keep it in play.
Well, as you can see, Brighton are controlling the possession. They've shown a real lack of invention today. One or two of their more talented players need to step up now to get them back into this game.
Ismail Assar. Tino Livramento. Just a friendly reminder that we have cup tie coverage coming up for you here on EA TV as Brighton face Sunderland. Be sure to tune in for that.
Well, the cup always whets the appetite, and that one's no different. It should be a really good game.
Real opportunity, and it just didn't happen for them.
Yeah, they could have made more of that, really.
Don't forget that there's more from the Premier League on the way right here on EA TV as Palace face Manchester United. That's one surely not to be missed. Ismail Assar. Lacroix. Sarr. Not forcing the issue, moving the ball nicely. Delivered into the box. Oh, they've lost it. The attack is over. Could be something on from this. Excellent reading of the game to win the ball. 15 minutes remain. Lovely setup. Space now to get a crossover. Could take things forward a notch here. Well read to gain possession. Now there could be an opportunity to counter. And a cross into the area. And he got his head to it. Has missed horribly. Poor effort. Making a change here. Well, if they keep the ball like this, they win the game.
Yeah, they're just running the clock down here.
Good cross into the middle. It stops there. Nothing at the end of it. It's a throw-in for Brighton. O'Reilly. Doucouré. Teeing up the chance now. Oh, good defending, just when it was looking threatening. And the referee brings the game to a close, with the points going back with the visitors.
It's another good win for them, and I have to say they look a decent side at the moment. They're going to be a tough side to beat this season.
He really has put in a first-class performance today. Absolutely magnificent.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.